Good morning, W8Witches. I say good morning regardless of what time you're watching this, because today I'm going to walk you through most of my usual weekday morning routine, and things that maybe you want to add to your own morning routine to help yourself be better focused and ready and able to tackle the day. I'll be showing you 3 major parts of my morning routine. I do Wim Hof style breath work, a few rounds of that. I do anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes of guided meditation. And then I finish off with some mobility work to get my body ready for the day before I go ahead and drink my coffee and eat breakfast and get the day started. Before I sit down and do a few rounds of breath work, I generally get some water heated up for my coffee. I prepare my morning shake. This is sort of like breakfast part 1 for me, and I mix that all up with my coffee in the morning. It's the summer right now, so I ice it down, but I can handle coffee either way. I like it in all its beautiful forms. I usually get that prepared, and as the water is heating up, then I get myself situated to do some breath work. For the past year and a half, almost 2 years now, I've been kind of experimenting with Wim Hof style breath work. For those that are not familiar, he's often called the Iceman. Wim Hof does have a very accessible app and a lot of content on his website to follow. And the cool thing about Wim Hof's breath work is he has actually donated his whole method and a lot of his time to science to prove that if you follow the type of breath work and cold exposure, cold showers, ice baths, all that fun stuff, you can literally boost your immune system and make it stronger through this breathwork practice. I'm not saying it's a miracle, but I would definitely encourage you guys to look into Wim Hof, try out some of this breathing stuff. Just anecdotally from my experience, doing 2 to 4 rounds every morning on an empty stomach, the method has really helped me in my lifting. I feel that my lung capacity has just gotten stronger, to be more focused. And, as an Aries, I'm very competitive, and I just like the competition against myself to hold my breath longer each time. Yeah, in itself, it is a type of meditation. I was definitely skeptical of this practice when I heard about it, but at the same time, I was so interested and curious. I've been doing it now. I try to do it at least 3, 4, or 5 times a week, usually on weekdays, because weekends I do my own thing and sleep in or whatever. Anyway, highly recommend Wim Hof breath work. Of course, there are other types of breath work out there in the world, and if there is a type of practice that you do, I would love to hear about it in the comments. After completing anywhere from 2 to 4 rounds of Wim Hof breath work, I go ahead, check on my hot water, pour it into my coffee to brew. I'm gonna admit I might take a minute or 2 to check my emails, check any notifications, because by now my phone has probably gone off of Do Not Disturb. So I might do that for a couple minutes before I really get into my meditation. I've been practicing meditation for maybe 3 years now. Even though that seems like a lot, I just do guided meditations because I still do not necessarily feel confident leading myself. Meditation is difficult. I personally use the Headspace app. I highly recommend getting a subscription to that app. It has many packs and really great introductory ways to begin meditation and really stick to it. I've also used the meditations on the Calm app. There's also a really cool app called Youper, and that's basically like an AI therapist that you can kind of talk to through text, but they also keep data on your moods, and it also has suggested guided meditations. Guided meditations have helped me so much in just my general mindfulness, helping me with stress, helping me with focus and being less distracted. Just the ability to slow down and really think about things before taking action. Just having a couple years of meditation under my belt, I can see a huge difference in how I act and how I think compared to Zoe before meditation. It's a pretty big difference, and it might not be so noticeable to others, but I absolutely can tell the difference in myself. Slowing down and thinking and being more mindful of yourself and the things going on around you. I believe if you want to start meditation, know what intentions you have going into it. Think about what you want to get out of it. And I personally have found a lot of self-improvement through meditation. And because of that self-improvement, of course, it reaches out into your life, into the people you care about. And I think that alone is enough reason to start meditating. Sometimes in the morning, depending on how early I got up and what is on my agenda for the day, I may have time to do like a 20 to 30 minute yoga practice. On this particular morning, I just went ahead and I did a few minutes of mobility work, and I knew that my hips, my glutes, and my lower back was tight, and so you can see that I did a lot of movements, opening up my hips, stretching those out, doing things like cat-cow pose and child's pose to open up the back and get that stretched out a bit from all the sitting and kind of uncomfortable laying on an air mattress that I did. Yeah, of course I prefer the air mattress to the ground, but really, in essence, isn't as comfortable as your real bed, of course. So, in the mobility movements, I kind of take my time, no need to rush. Moving like this slowly and kind of taking in the sunrise is an important part of this whole routine to me. There's something I really love about the stillness of the morning and getting up just before or around sunrise. I'm just trying to slow myself down and take in what's around me, and the morning time just has a certain effect on me. I find that when I start off on the right foot early in the morning, I just have this energy to go on throughout the day that I don't have in the evenings. Anyway, so with this mobility movement this morning, I was really feeling a lot that I had to release through my hips, through my glutes, through my lower back, and that can be seen in the types of movements that I did for this morning. I also did a lot of side bending. The wrist and ankle rolls are definitely a necessity pretty much every day. This whole mobility routine I don't think took up more than 10-15 minutes of my morning. And once I feel that I am loosened up and ready to go and finish my coffee and make real breakfast and start my day off strong. Coven, thank you so much for joining me today to follow along with some of my morning routine. I hope that there was at least one piece that you could take and maybe try to apply to your own routine and see how it works out for you. If you try any of the suggested practices or apps, I will have all of those included in the description. I am also open to suggestions on different breathwork and meditation practices, as well as mobility movements to help me out. So please leave a comment if you have any of those suggestions as well. Of course, like the video if you enjoyed, and please subscribe to W8Witch Fit. Thanks, W8Witches. See you next time.